Okay, I guess Griffey or Bonds. Shit. I'll go Griffey or Barry
Yeah,
Bonds.
that becomes a tough conversation. Um, Mostly because towards the end of Bond's career, he was kind of a defensive liability.
Yeah, but if he's in the
And
American, you can be in the American League, and you can be
that's
a
fair.
DH. That's why I was so
Um,
mad. So I sent Carmen. I mean, I got the MLB game, and I sent Carmen a picture that I got traded, and I got traded to the White Sox. And games do these things where they'll like ask you, especially sports games, before you get drafted. Like somebody will say, "Oh, if you could pick a team to play for, where would you want to play for?" And I know in my gamer head that means if I pick this team, that's where they're going to draft me to because that's what the game they want you to have fun. And so I chose the Cardinals because I wanted to play in the National League because I'm a pitcher, but I wanted to hit. I wanted at bats. And then I got traded to the fucking White Sox, and that's why I sent it to Carmen because I got traded to the White Sox. But continue. Defensive liability, American League, yada yada yada.
yeah. Also, you better bring home the gold, bring home the ring with that
I'm
team.
still in the AAA ball club, but I'm like 7-1 in the game I lost. I simulated, and like I'm averaging like 9 Ks a game, and like I have an ERA of like 1.5. So I'm like, why aren't they just call me up? Like, what are you waiting for? I'm definitely better than whoever your number 5 pitcher is, Chicago.
Wow. Okay, so I would say so man, because even like we had Ken Griffey Jr., I think his last season or
Yeah.
his last half season,
Mm-hmm.
and he made incredible defensive run saving plays, including a throw from center field all the way home on I think a one bounce that saved a game, right? So looking at his ability to stay healthy and his defense, I think I would have to take I think I would take Ken Griffey Jr. over Bonds. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so hard, man. Bonds was literally like a guaranteed home run. I think Griffey, if you want to know what Griffey's going to be, I really think like if you look at Mike Trout, that's what a healthy Griffey would have been. That's like, and that's not saying anything bad, but Bonds was literally a guaranteed on base. Like they walked him. Like he got walked so much. He'd have 800 home runs if it wasn't for all those walks. Like it's nonsense.
Yeah. So here's what I will say. Let me
I
look
like
at this
Griffey
real quick.
more. Go ahead.
So knowing that Barry Bonds' career batting average was 298, that changes the conversation a little bit.
That's wild. Yeah, that's good. Plus the home run leader. Griffey is another. Yeah. It's just like a what if because we don't know what Griffey would have been healthy, but everybody assumes he would have been like a GOAT if he would have just been healthy.
Yeah. Over 22 years, the guy had a 298. Where'd it go? A 298 batting average, and an on base percentage of 444. Like the dude was on base almost half the time.
He got fucking walked every at bat by one of the best pitchers of all time.
So, and there was hold on, this is wild. There was one season that he had a 609 on base percentage.
Oh my god! Was that like 2007, 6 or something like that?
2004. You're close.
Oh yeah.
He had in 2004. He had 45 home runs, 101 RBIs, 232 walks. The dude walked 232 times. He has 2,558 walks in his career.
That's wild, man.
That's insane. Oh my gosh. Okay.
He's not in the Hall of
I'm
Fame.
changing my mind. I think I'm taking Bonds.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
But no steroids. No steroids though.
Yeah, I think with no steroids, he's Ken Griffey Jr. So I mean, yeah, I think either way we're getting Ken Griffey. So I think it's hard not to pick Bonds, but Griffey's also just a way better locker room guy, from what I've gathered. So
I want to look up his stats now too.
Griffey, yeah, go ahead. It just sucks he was injured, man. I hate seeing like Derrick Rose getting injured. After he was
I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt about Derrick Rose getting hurt.
I'm still hurt. Everybody's upset. I lose sleep about it every night.
So, yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. had a career batting average of 284, but he really topped out. Yeah, you see there were some seasons he had 70 games, 53 games. From 2002 to 2004, he just couldn't stay healthy. He had 33 games in 2010, 72 games in 95. Yeah, he just couldn't
He just
stay
could be
healthy.
It's unfortunate because he still has amazing stats. I think he has 300 home runs. No.
He's got more than that.
He might be 500.
630.
I was about to say. I know he was in the
home runs.
Yeah. I was thinking of 3,000 hits because I messed up my what's the word I'm looking for? My milestone.
Gotcha.
But so man, he's had 600 home runs and missed that many games though. Healthy Ken Griffey. This is a hard question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me actually. Okay, hold on. Let me do some math again because I want to have some informed stats. So let's say Ken. Okay. So that's what 100. Hold on, 630 home runs, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing home runs divided by games.
Yeah, I was about to do the same thing. He has to at least get to 700 home runs if he's healthy.
2671.
That's a home run per game.
Nope, I got to do that. I got to do that over 2671 divided by 630. So one home run every 4.2 games.
Yeah. And he missed a lot of games.
Yeah.
And there's one season where he played 72 games. There's one season where he played like 50-something games.
Yeah. And I want to so times 630. So that's 2671.
Look at Carmen doing math on a podcast.
Math, well, I have a calculator here, so it's not that hard. And I'm actually taking the time. Okay, so Barry Bonds had let's see, so 29.
I'll find out how many home runs he had.
I got it. I got all the baseball stats right here. 762. So 2986 divided by 762. Okay, so he still had a higher pace. So Ken Griffey Jr. was one home run in every 4.2 games.
Yeah.
And Barry Bonds was one home run every 3.91 games.
Yeah.
3.9. So let's say
that was based on how many games they played?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the amount of games they played divided by their home runs.
Gotcha. Okay.
So let's say 2671
and Bonds was walked so much.
Yeah. So there's a 315 divided by 4.2. So if Ken Griffey Jr. plays the amount of games that Barry Bonds does in a vacuum and their stats stay the same, Barry Bonds ends in the 700 home run club, 705 home runs.
Right? You mean Ken Griffey?
Yeah, sorry, Ken Griffey Jr. What did I say, Barry Bonds?
Yeah, but it's all right. I just wanted to double check because Barry Bonds ended up with how many home runs?
762.
Oh, God, that's so many.
Yeah, but if Ken Griffey Jr. has the exact same amount of at bats, then or at the amount of games,
he's still a 700 home run player, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, 705. Yeah.
Oh man, this is hard. Griffey's also a better defensive player, better locker room
I think
presence.
The trade-off is you get a little bit more. You get more on-base percentage on the offensive side with Bonds, but I think you get a better defensive player in Griffey Jr.
I also just like Griffey more. I'm choosing Griffey, even though Bonds is a better hitter. It's not by a lot.
Yeah,
and who knows?
It's true.
Being injured so much could have affected. Maybe being healthy, he'd hit home runs more frequently. He'd become a little bit better hitter. I'm taking Griffey. Fuck it.
I'm also taking Griffey, and the thing for me that separates it is the locker room presence.